death isn't always physical, it can be emotional, and it's symbolic of the things that no longer exist in our lives. And sometimes letting go of the things that have actually died in our lives can be such a big thing. It can be such a great issue, especially when we are in denial of that fact. And for me, I've had an experience with both emotional and physical death, and detangling myself from those things that had actually died in my life was really, really hard. And I wish that someone would have helped me with not how but why I really needed to let go of these things. And so today I would like to talk about why we actually really need to let go of the dead things in our lives. And as I'm saying letting go, it doesn't mean that you forget about these things or forget about these people, but it means that when you remember them, you don't remember them with pain, you don't remember them with sorrow, but when you remember them or those things that no longer exist in your life, you remember them with joy, and you remember the good things or the happiness that they brought to you. So today we are talking about why we actually really need to let go of the dead things in our lives. So let's do this and let's talk about why we really need to let go of the dead things in our lives. So hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your host Maida Ngige, and this is Unfeigned. This is where we speak the unspoken and we speak it with boldness. So today we are talking about why we actually need to let go of the dead things in our lives. So let's do this and let's get into it. So number one, it's because these things are dead, and when something is dead, it's dead. It means it doesn't have life. So reviving these things might cause pain, and it might bring a lot of struggle, and it's better to let them go, because once we hold on to these things, it even makes it worse and painful for you as an individual. And it doesn't have to be like physical death, as I said in the beginning. It can be emotional, like people who were friends to us, people who were close to us, people who are in a relationship with us, things that we held so dear and they no longer exist in our lives. They do not have life anymore, and if you continue holding on to them, it means that you're holding on to something that has no life in it. Number two, another thing is to create new relationships or to create space for new friends. Sometimes we are holding on to like people maybe who are in a relationship with us, and maybe they hurt us, or friends that we held so dear in our hearts, and we are hoping that, oh my god, Aki, she will come back, I know she will come back, or he will come back. And then you're disappointed because you're holding on to that person, and you have that space for that person. So it means that another thing can't come in that space. So for new friends and for new things to come in your life, then you have to create space. And as much as you're holding on to that old thing, then you will never have space for new things. So it is good to let go, like to create new relationships and new friends in your life. Another thing, or another third reason, is to create space for new things. I mean, there's a difference between new relationships and new friendships, and then there is new things. I mean, these are the things that we actually valued in our lives, and they no longer exist anymore in our lives. And for us to have like new things in our lives, then we must create space. And as long as you're holding on to that thing that no longer exists in your life, then you're always never going to have space for new things. Like maybe if you if you are in a job and you are fired, and then you're holding on to the fact that maybe this person is going to take you back, or they're going to realize it's a mistake, or and then you're there and you will never have a chance to move on, maybe to find a new business idea or to find a new job, because you think that these people are going to call you back and they're going to give you this job. So for you to create a space for new things, then you must let go of the things that no longer exist in your life. Another thing is to eliminate pain. That once we're holding on the things that have gone in our lives, things that do not exist in our lives, it causes pain to us. I'm just imagining, I want you to imagine that I'm holding on to this bulb and I want to like hold on it very tightly. I mean, I don't have the strength to do that, But when I'm holding on to, let me use this because it's much easier. When I'm holding on to this thing and I want to like hold on to it very 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 tightly, what happens? Look at it. I disfigure it. I make it worse. It's painful to me because I'm using a lot of strength, and it is also hard or bad even to the thing that I'm holding on to, because you realize that when you're holding on to something, it causes pain to you and to that person. Maybe physical death might be different, but emotional and any other kind of death, it causes pain to the thing that you're holding on to and to yourself as an individual. So like, to make sure that you let, if you want to like eliminate pain, then you must let go of this thing, because when you just let it go, then look at its shape, it's just okay and it's just fine, and it hasn't caused you any strain. So it is easier to like let go of the thing than to just hold on to it. Another thing, or another fifth reason, is because when we we let these things go, even we give those people or those things an opportunity to like find peace. Sometimes maybe we are the bad ones in the relationship, or something happened and these things no longer exist, or even someone died and you're holding on to them and you're hoping, oh my god, they're going to come. You will never find peace, because as much as maybe these people died, they will keep haunting you, not because they want to haunt you, but because you want to haunt yourself, hoping that these people are going to come back. So it, even you're able to find peace, and the other person is able to find peace in case they have not physically died. So those are some of the reasons as to why we actually really need to let go, because I feel like this is something that is personal to me, and I wish that someone would, like, it's usually a very big struggle, and it's something that everybody experiences. If you're not experiencing physical death, if you've not experienced physical, then you must have experienced emotional. You must have experienced losing something really close to you, and letting go can be really hard. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching till the end. Please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Remember, this is where we speak the unspoken and we speak it with boldness. Remember, you cannot change everything, but you can change something.